I hardly recognised you.
Do you like it?
You look great. What are you going to have?
Scotch and dry, thanks.
Scotch and dry, neither are the same, thanks.
How's your family?
They're good. They're good. Maddie's as right as rain. But then he always is when I'm around. By the way, I've decided to take your good advice.
What advice?
About spending more time with my kids. We're going on a holiday up in the Barrier Reef for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that should be very nice. I hope it does some good.
Yeah, so do I. By the way, I appreciate your concern. I mean, he is my kid, not yours. Thanks. Underneath that grey serge, there beats a heart of gold. Cheers.
Does Leila mind?
Mind? No, of course not. Why should she?
Well, I suppose any woman would appreciate getting away from the kids once in a while.
Oh, she's hardly getting away from them. I mean, she is coming with us.
What are you doing with 2 bowls?
I'm getting Toni's.
She's got legs. Let her get it herself.
I already got it.
Then go and put it back. Go on. I won't speak to you again, Eaves.
Hurry up, Martha. I don't want it getting cold.
Hey,
You might have had lackeys on the outside, McNally. But in here, you're the same as anyone else.
Forget it, Martha.
You do anything stupid again, and you'll end up in solitary. Permanently.
Thanks, Martha.
I'm going to be watching you, McNally. Put another foot wrong, and I'll see you regret it.
You know, you ought to take a bit of a holiday, Vera. Little things are beginning to get to you. I could fix it up like I did for Fletcher, though in your case, I think I'd make it permanent.
Now, that's enough. If you haven't finished by the time the bell's gone, you can leave it.
Wants to eat this muck anyway. I feed my dogs better.
We've heard that before, McNally. Won't get you anywhere.
And you're better fed in here than any of you deserve.
Oh, you wouldn't be happy even if we were on bread and water.
Try getting smart with me, Anderson, and you'll be sorry. I'm going to speak to Mrs. Davidson. She's on remand. She should be separated from the other women.
You know we don't have the space. If she wants to work, I don't see any harm in it.
Work? She sits about all day getting the others to do everything for her. Just because she thinks that she can do anything and get away with it, now the other women are beginning to think the same way.
We have handled more difficult situations, Vera.
I demand to know why the special treatment.
You will demand nothing, Miss Bennett. I am acting according to regulations, and I expect my officers to do the same.
She is responsible for smuggling things into the prison, and she gets 1 night in solitary.
That was the VJ's decision.
All right. Then what was meant by McNally fixing Mr. Fletcher's holiday leave?
The approval came from the department.
After they said he couldn't go because they didn't have a replacement.
I was only following directives.
Whose?
What are you implying?
That ever since that woman arrived here, you've been letting her walk all over you.
We'll keep a very close watch on her in future. There's nothing more I can do.
No? But then maybe you don't want to.
I will not have you or anyone else making wild accusations about something of which you know nothing at all. And I will not have one of my officers harassing an inmate.
She must have a lot of contacts, if she can pull a few strings in here.
I will not discuss this matter any further, Miss Bennett.
Yeah, well, I've done quite a bit out Coburg way. Would have stayed on, except and had to tram it too far.
Yeah,
I've come about the job.
I'll be with you in a tickler.
So what are you paying?
$3.50 an hour. It's all the job's worth.
Yeah, well, I reckon I can do it in my ear. Worked in bigger places than this. One hand tied behind my back.
Okay, love, I'll get back to you.
I'm not on the phone. But if you ring that number, shop across the road, they'll give us a yell. All you got to do is tell them you want to speak to Maura. They all know me.
Rightio.
See ya.
She wouldn't shut up long enough to take a customer's order. Crying shame, though. She had everything else going for her. Okay, so what's your name?
Karen.
Well, they must have given you another label.
Yes, Karen Healy.
Okay, love, tell us about yourself.
Well, I worked tables before, you see. In Adelaide. Roadhouses, things like that.
So why do you want this job?
Well, the hours suit me down to the ground. I got a kid, you see. And just working lunch and tea time couldn't be better.
Now, he pays $3.50 an hour. But there's a uniform and a nosh goes with that. But you only eat when it's quiet.
Fair enough.
Some of me customers are as rough as Hessian underpants. Do you reckon you can handle them?
No worries.
The one thing I don't go for is me staff getting off with the customers in my time. My name's Frank Thompson. When can you start?
First thing I'm going to do when I get out of here is head for the best restaurant in Melbourne and eat and drink my way through the entire menu.
Oh, just one plate'd do me. Chook, all crispy on the outside, or a whole steak, or a whole bottle of gin or whiskey.
I'll slip something into you in a doggy bag.
You really reckon you could?
Now, don't talk nonsense, Lizzie. We've had enough of your smuggling exploits, so don't mention it again, even as a joke.
Oh, but Mrs. Jackson, we never get any decent food.
Can I have a word with you?
Keep an eye on the door. The rest of you. I've got another load of supplies coming in.
Oh, you're off your rocker.
If you don't want to be in it, then get lost.
Too flaming right.
Now, we need two things. First, a way of throwing the screws off the track. Second, a way to get the stuff in. I've got to get word to my lawyer this morning, so who's got a few ideas?
Of course I confronted her with it. And as far as I'm concerned, she's hiding something.
I just don't believe it, Vera.
There's no other explanation. And as soon as I get proof, I'm reporting her to the department.
Look, Erica wouldn't have asked us to keep an eye on the McNally woman if she were protecting her.
We can't watch everyone 24 hours a day. And with Jim Fletcher on leave, we're short-staffed. McNally saw to that.
Oh, that's ludicrous. There's no way Erica would be coerced into helping a woman like that.
Why not? Everyone's got their price.
And what's yours, Vera?
I'm not going to let myself be trampled on by these women.
Look, I don't know what's going on, but if Erica's keeping something from us, then she's got a damn good reason.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Jackson. Lizzie and me was wondering if we could do some other work, you know, for a change.
Like in the kitchen or the dining room.
Like scrubbing floors.
She'll be able to eat your meals off them.
We could wash the dishes, or maybe we could help the cook.
Oh, and what's the sudden interest in the kitchen?
It's that McNally woman.
What about her?
Oh, well, we think she's a real toughie, you know, and we want to stay out of her way. Well, at least till B gets out of the pound.
Oh, I thought you were getting on rather well with her.
Oh, that was just a cover-up, Mrs. Jackson.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her. What do you say, Mrs. Jackson? She's enough to scare 10 years out of me.
It's out of the question.
Oh,
No,
but...
back to the laundry.
Just a minute, Mrs. Jackson. I think it'll be a good idea. We can keep McNally isolated and stop her gaining support. Well, the less trouble we'll have.
Oh, gee, thanks, Miss Bennett.
You're all right, Miss Bennett.
Get going.
Fall for that, surely.
No, of course not. But I'd say they've got something up their sleeves. It'll be to do with McNally. And when I find out what it is, well, we'll wait and see how Mrs. Davidson handles it.
Must be real boring just standing there watching me, Miss Bennett. If you want to go and do something else, well, I promise I won't pinch nothing.
You'd get through a lot faster, Anderson, if you put the chairs up first.
Oh, yeah. It's a good idea.
It's to go out to the industrial waste bin, Lizzie.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do it on my own because of me ticker. I'm just waiting for Dor to finish. Oh, good. Can't we have some proper eggs? I'm sick of them powdered things.
Tastes just as good.
Oh!
Be careful, Anderson.
Oh, sorry, Miss Bennett.
If any of those are damaged, it'll come out of your pay.
Oh, well, I can't help it if these legs are wonky.
Hey, Dor, how about giving lending us a hand with this. It's beginning to stink the place out.
Okay. Be back in a sec.
They're more trouble than they're worth, those two. What was Birdsworth talking to you about?
Oh, she was just wondering what orders were coming in this afternoon.
What's funny?
Lizzie. You know, in all the time I've been here, I've never seen Lizzie drink milk. And yet she was worried about that being powdered too. Said she was worried about her health.
Good afternoon.
Haven't changed my order in 5 years,
It's
girl.
already coming up. How you going today, mate?
Oh, it's seen better. I've been coming here for 8 years. Expect to find me table clean before I sit down.
Sorry.
Kids get lazier every year. Never know what it's like to earn a decent crust.
It's my first day.
Yeah.
Come on, McNally. I want you to do this.
Thinking of giving us a cooking lesson, Vera?
Just do as you're told.
You can give a hand, Eaves. And you.
Now what? You won't get high on that stuff unless you're into milk.
Quiet.
Well, keep going.
I think you're cracking up, Vera.
Won't stay fresh.
We'll order some more.
Gee, Toni must be pretty important to have friends like this on the outside.
Even B couldn't do better than that.
You left lectures before I had a chance to speak to you.
Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, heavy date, huh?
Wish it was.
Well, look, if it isn't that important, how about coming to the PRG meeting tonight?
I can't.
One day you're going to say yes and I'll faint. Seriously, though, you'd be a great help. Not too many ex-prisoners want to get involved in reform.
Maybe some other time.
Melinda told me you'd left her place.
Yeah.
Have you found a place to stay?
The Regis Hotel.
That flea trap?
It's only for a little while. I found a job today.
Fantastic. What doing?
Waitressing.
Oh, great. It's about time you got a break. Hey, maybe that's something you talk to the PRG about. The difficulties in getting a job.
It wasn't that difficult.
False name, huh? At least you got a job.
It doesn't matter how.
Look, if being a survivor was a crime, well, we should all be locked up.
How'd you go?
Oh, bloodhound, couldn't find anything.
You sure you weren't spotted?
Screws are too busy tearing up the kitchen.
Yeah, you should see the cook's face.
I'd say this calls for a celebration.
Shall I get the booze?
No grog. Gonna leave that stuff where it is until the heat's off. It'll be safe where it is.
Oh, how can you celebrate if you don't have some booze?
You mean we can have a funny cigarette.
Don't tell the world, Doreen.
Well, what good's they gonna do?
It's better for you than plonk, Lizzie.
But that's why I need it, for me health.
The screws will smell it, Toni.
Not outside, they won't.
If B. Smith ever finds out you've got that stuff in here, your life won't be worth 2 bob.
Smith isn't here, is
Look,
she?
you bloody morons. Smuggling in grog is one thing, but drugs, you're off your rockers. Don't go messing about with something you know nothing about.
Toni wouldn't give us anything to hurt.
What will you know, you brainless twit?
Just keep your big trap shut, Ferguson. You gonna make me?
You two can't stay out of trouble for 1 minute, can you? Now break it up or go back to your cells.
You just wait, McNally.
And in future, keep your watchdog on a leash.
Did you find what you were looking for, Vera?
Give you enough rope, and you'll hang yourself.
You should spend more time keeping an eye on where it's needed, Vera.
That's exactly what I'm doing, McNally.
No. You missed my point.
Then supposing you get to it.
Solitary's supposed to be off limits, isn't it? I wouldn't be at all surprised if Smith was going to get a visitor.
What are you doing here, Ferguson?
Oh, I must have taken a wrong turn.
I'll have to report this, you know.
Look, I've got to get to see B. Smith.
No go.
Couldn't you turn a blind eye just for 5 minutes and make it worth your while?
That's very generous of you, Ferguson.
Oh, come on, Vera. I just want to see B for 1 minute, 1 lousy minute. That's not going to kill anyone.
Solitary means exactly what it says. Or do I need to explain it?
But this is important.
I'll decide whether it's important or not. Suppose you tell me. Then I can only assume it isn't. If I find you anywhere near this block again, I'll see you spend the rest of your time in solitary. But well away from B. Smith. Now get going.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to go seeing things.
Oh, come on, Lizzie, don't be a spoil sport.
You won't get a hangover, Lizzie.
Well, at least I know I'm alive then.
They work better if they're alight.
You ever smoked one of these before? Of course I have. Plenty of times.
Oh. I can't feel anything.
Can't you? I can. I feel terrific.
Look, you've got to take it right down into your lungs and hold it. They're not ordinary smokes, you know. Slowly.
Do you feel any different?
Nah. Can't feel a thing.
You know, I never really noticed it before. I mean, really, have a look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, glad did I. High, isn't it?
Oh, that bell sounds just like the ones I used to ring in the pictures.
Yeah, only louder.
I wish Linny was here to see this.
Yeah. Why don't you send it to her, Dor?
Yeah, a keepsake.
Make a real nice present.
I bet she's never seen nothing like this before.
She does live in the country, though.
I know that. Everybody knows that.
Knows what?
You know what you just said.
What'd I just say?
You asked me something.
I forget.
I knew the answer anyhow.
What was it?
I'd have to know the question first.
Quick, Jackson's coming. Put him out.
Oh, it's too good to waste.
Get rid of it, Lizzie. Come on, the dinner bell went over 10 minutes ago. Now, if you're not in the dining room in 1 minute flat, you can all go without your dinner.
Perhaps if you didn't feed us at 5:30 in the afternoon, we might be hungry.
Oh, no, I'm starving.
I could eat a horse.
Me too.
Come along.
Hurry up, girls.
Oh, gee, Toni, you should have had tea. It was the best I ever tasted.
Yeah, didn't even hit the sides.
Could have had seconds. Only they're too stingy.
Now, that's a switch. The meal didn't look that appetising.
Yeah, I wonder what they're up to. They were carrying on like that all during dinner.
You got any more fags?
Not in here. Put that out, Lizzie.
It's all right. It doesn't do nothing to me.
Oh, come on, Toni. If Lizzie can smoke, so can we.
Yeah.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, gee, thanks, Toni.
Do you want to get away early?
Oh, it's just that I want to put on a chicken.
You're having friends over for dinner.
Greg's dropping in, that's all.
Oh, Officer Barfield's still on duty. Well, I mean, I'm sure we can handle it if you want to slip away early.
No, we're short-staffed enough as it is. Not much longer anyway.
God, with a hand like that, you couldn't find your way out of a blind person's house.
Strictly, you buzz off, Birdsworth.
You got 3 kings.
Oh, for goodness sake, how the bloody hell could we be expected to have a game of cards with a bunch of giggling girlies hanging over our shoulders? Now, clear off the lot of you!
That's enough, Ferguson. Can't you find something else to do, Doreen?
Don't you go talking to my friends like that.
You are all a bunch of flaming idiots!
I've warned you two before.
Can't you take a joke?
From you, you big elephant.
Well, blubber.
Now, break it out, me!
Oh, you busted me out.
You've done it this time, Ferguson. What's that smell? Where did you get that?
Oh, you can have a drag on it if you like, Miss Bennett.
Get your hand off me.
I don't think it's broken, Lizzie.
One guess where this came from. It looks like the governor can't turn a blind eye to you now, can she, McNally?
We'll see.
You ought to have more sense, Lizzie.
I thought they was just ordinary cigarettes, Mrs. Jackson.
Oh, you shouldn't blame Lizzie, Mrs. Jackson. They didn't have drugs in her day.
Oh? And what's your excuse then, Doreen?
Oh, I didn't know what was in them either. Honest. I just thought they smelled funny 'cause they were stale.
Anderson, Birdsworth, they were all in on it.
Where did these come from? They were found on you, Eaves. Where did you get them?
I found them in the garden.
On your feet when you're being spoken to. You too, Leach.
I know better than to expect you to tell me who brought them in, but I do expect the woman responsible to own up.
Are you just going to sit there and let the others take the blame for something that you did?
I'm not stoned. Don't you think if they'd been mine, I'd have had some?
Is Lizzie all right?
I think it's just sprained.
It could have been broken. Then where would we have been with no doctor in the house?
Nobody cares. We could all be dead tomorrow.
Quiet! Don't try and change the subject, McNally.
Get back to your cells immediately. All privileges are suspended for 24 hours. Perhaps that will help you to remember who brought these drugs into the prison.
Well, I don't see why we all have to pay for something just a few nongs did.
Do you know something you're not telling, Ferguson? Well, then you're all guilty.
If we missed that lot, there could be more.
Then we'll do another cell search. Bring McNally to my office, please, Miss Bennett. We're not fools, McNally. Those drugs must have been with the other items you smuggled in here.
Have you got any proof, Mrs. Davidson?
We don't need proof.
Really? That's an interesting way to run a prison. I'm sure the authorities wouldn't be too impressed.
She should be locked in solitary until her trial.
I won't warn you again, McNally. Your behaviour had better improve from now on.
Oh, but Mrs. Davidson,
Take her to her cell, please, Miss Bennett.
Get moving.
The cells in McNally's blocks have been checked. Nothing. I suppose she didn't admit to anything?
Well, of course not. I'm sorry, Meg. It's just been another one of those days, that's all.
Do you want me for anything else?
Oh, there was one other thing. We still haven't been assigned a doctor. Has Dr. Miller said anything about coming back here? Well, it wouldn't have to be on a permanent basis. If he could spare us just 1 hour a day, it would be a help.
All right. I'll mention it.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, Meg.
Who is it?
Suzanne.
Hello.
Thought you might like to celebrate your new job. This is Angela Jeffries, Karen Travers.
Hello. We didn't stop for ice, but water will do as long as you don't drown it. And knowing this hotel wouldn't supply glasses, voila.
You've thought of everything.
Yes.
Angela's the strength behind the PRG.
Yes, I remember you mentioned that at some stage.
We've been trying to get you to come to one of our meetings for weeks. But if Mohammed won't come to the mountain, we have brought the mountain to Mohammed.
I think you can do very well without me.
True. And I don't want to pressure you into anything, but you might be able to help us with a few suggestions which we might have overlooked.
A little inside information?
Yes, something like that.
How did you get involved in prison reform?
I'm a solicitor. I thought, if I'm getting people out of trouble one end, thank you, why not the other? It seemed a natural progression. At the moment, we're discussing setting up a halfway house.
I've heard that one before.
Oh, it's difficult, but we'll do it. Someone like you could be very valuable, helping us with women's emotional problems, daily programs, house regulations, which we want to keep to a minimum. Well, have I convinced you to come to one of our meetings? There's one tomorrow morning.
All right. Great.
We'll also be discussing conditions in prison and rehabilitation inside. At the moment, we're putting pressure on the department to get a doctor for Wentworth. They still haven't got one.
Yes, Greg was saying they were having trouble.
Greg?
He used to be the doctor there.
Have you seen him since you came out?
Just once. We used to be friends.
I'm not going to be emotionally blackmailed by Erica, Lizzie, or anyone else. It's not my problem, Meg.
I know. I didn't even want to bring it up.
Besides, I got too much work on my plate at the surgery. It is just a sprain, is it?
Yes. Anyway, the sister can check it out tomorrow.
I mean, Liz is getting on.
I thought you didn't want to get involved.
And I don't. The only involvement I want with the prison is you.
Well, I'm rather glad you're not working there, too.
You know, however much you try not to get involved there, you always do. And it always ends up ruining somebody's life.
Do you want some more drink?
No. Don't want you to move.
Oh, no. Who's that?
Don't answer it.
Well, they'll see the lights are on.
Sorry, Meg. I've got to talk to you. Greg, how are you?
Where, Vera?
Do you want a drink or coffee?
No, thanks. Erica let McNally off with a warning. I think it's high time we had it out with her once and for all.
What?
Well, you know how she feels about drugs. If anyone else had been responsible, she'd have put them in solitary straight away.
Oh, couldn't this have waited till tomorrow, Vera?
We can't let it go on any longer. I mean, it's affecting the prison and everyone in it.
Look, I can't believe Erica's been got at by McNally.
Oh, well, suit yourself. But I think it's time for an explanation, and I need your backup. If we let this special treatment go on any longer, we're going to lose total control of every prisoner.
Erica's as honest as the day is long, Vera.
You don't work there any longer. How do you know?
Excuse me, I need a drink.
Vera, can't you speak to her yourself?
Oh, the last time I did that, she avoided the issue. Look, Meg, you're a senior officer. Aren't you concerned about what's going on?
I am, but I just prefer not to bring work home with me.
How can you possibly take Vera's word against Erica's?
I'm not.
But she hasn't been a normal self. And if Vera's out for blood, then I'd just like to be there to even things up a bit. Look, she's a friend. And if I knew what was worrying her, perhaps we could help.
Vera help Erica? Oh, that'll be the day. And just see her now, sitting at the governor's desk. Bring back the thumbscrews, 20 lashes of the whip. They're all animals, that's the only way to treat them.
Perish the thought. Right, I'm ready.
How long have you been wearing a tie?
What? Ah.
Can see who's going to have to wear the ties in this house.
Come in.
Oh, can we see you for a moment?
I think I know why you're here. Sit down. I was about to send for you. It's probably time I owed you an explanation. I haven't exactly been handling things as well as I should lately. I've been trying to keep a balance between doing my job properly and keeping certain quarters of the department happy. Unfortunately, it's not that simple.
Has this got anything to do with McNally?
Indirectly, yes. It seems our friend does have a few connections.
You mean you were told to give her special treatment?
Of course not. But I was advised not to make waves. Let us say I was to be a bit more flexible. It seems to be a political situation, and I am caught in the middle.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't feel I can work under these conditions, so I have tendered my resignation to take effect as soon as possible.
Sorry, I froze. I just didn't know what to say in front of all those people.
Oh, it's my fault. I initially only wanted you to observe. I didn't expect people to start hurling questions at you. By the way, I've been thinking about this Dr. Miller. Do you think you could arrange for me to meet him?
Why?
I'd like to get him to one of our meetings. I'll speak to him myself, of course, but an introduction would help.
No, I'd really rather not. Not just yet, anyway.
Look, Karen, I know that it's very difficult, but you've got to be more self-confident. Self-pity is not going to help. The longer you put things off, the harder it is going to be.
You people amaze me. You and all your theories. I've served my time, but that's not enough. I'm still serving time because no one will let me forget it. I mean, who wants to employ an ex-crim? The potential danger's still there, isn't it? So you lie, cheat, change your name. Anything to stop from feeling worthless. Get a job, any job, just so you'll feel accepted. And all the time you're afraid that somebody's going to find out. Will you try living a lie sometime and see how it feels? But don't go telling me about confidence and self-pity.
It would help if she trusted people a little more. Not everybody's going to reject her.
Or use her?
Maybe the means justifies the ends.
You get a whole lot more out of these and they don't burn your throat. A lot of fuss about nothing, if you ask me. I wouldn't give you tuppence for them.
Oh, and you mean you don't reckon they didn't go to your head?
Of course not. Got too much strength of character for that.
Oh, go on, Lizzie. You were worse than any of us.
Never.
But you'll be laughing on the other side of your faces when B finds out.
And who's going to tell her? You'll be out of here by the time she's out of solitary. And there's no way you're going to see her before then.
Yeah, and I got a fair idea who fixed that.
Outside, Ferguson.
Oh, what for?
Don't question me. I said outside.
I'm not the one you ought to be picking on.
And I think you could manage a bit of work, Birdsworth.
Oh, fair go, Miss Bennett. You know me. I've never been known to shirk a hard day's work in me life. It even hurts me to have a smoke.
You won't all be so smug for too much longer. You don't like McNally much, do you? Oh, come on, Ferguson. I'm not blind.
So what? Is that a crime now?
Well, you wouldn't want Smith to have any trouble getting her position back with the women, would you?
Nothing much I can do about that.
There might be.
Why do you want to help B?
Let's just say that I dislike McNally more than I do Smith. And maybe you could help take that smile off her face.
What good would that do? She's already got all you screws bowing and scraping to make sure she has an easy time.
All that's going to change.
Oh, yeah, I've heard all that before.
We can't put a stop to McNally's influence until we get something on her.
And you want me to turn lacquer, right?
It'd be helping Smith.
Okay, Vera. But you better make sure McNally doesn't find out who snitched.
I keep my word.
I've got something might interest you, but I want to get into CB.
I get anything on McNally and you'll see her.
Pretty good on your record, wouldn't it, Vera?
Never you mind. Now get on with it.
She got in another load of contraband yesterday.
I knew I was right. Where is it?
It's stashed right under your noses.
It was a question of knowing where to get the right information. I didn't think I was wrong. I've been at this job long enough to go on my intuition.
Don't worry, Miss Bennett. I'll make sure I mention your efficiency in my weekly report. But as you argued previously, even if we find the contraband, how are we going to connect it with McNally?
I don't think that matters anymore. The main thing is to stop her influence over the women. When we confiscate this lot, they'll realize that she isn't quite as clever as she makes out. And by taking away further privileges, we might even get them to speak out against her. Either way, we'll show them who runs this prison.
I'm quite sure you're capable of handling this on your own, Miss Bennett.
Come on.
Vera will make governor yet.
I doubt it. But if she does, I think I'll be handing in my resignation too.
Oh, she couldn't do a worse job than I've done, Meg.
That's rubbish, and you know it. You've done more for Wentworth than everyone else put together.
Does that include not being able to find a doctor to work here?
There must be other doctors who want the position.
Oh, I'm not blaming Dr. Miller or anyone else. Come in. Yes?
Everything all right? Oh, that was most delicious, thank you. This cold weather makes you so hungry. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, this is for looking after me so well.
Oh, it's all part of the service.
Oh, you deserved it, dear.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and I forgot my bill when you're ready.
Yes.
What's this, love?
The lady was choking. I turned around to get her a drink of water, and when I came back, she'd gone.
One of the oldest tricks in the book, and you fall for it. Where have you been all your
You
life,
can
huh?
take it out of my wages.
I'm sorry, love. I think you and I both know this isn't the place for you. Look, the type of jokers I get here, you've got to be able to pick them. I can't always be watching you.
Oh, but Frank,
I think the best thing for you to do is to find yourself a higher class of place to work.
please, I need the job.
That girl like you should be able to get a job anywhere.
Just one more chance. I know I can do it.
I'd like to be able to help you, but look, I'm a businessman. I've got to have a girl who's been around. You're too good for the job. That's your trouble.
Hurry up, it must be there somewhere. Get out of my way, I'll have a look.
like to speak to Dr. Miller, please? No, it's personal. Yes, thank you.
Unless the person or persons responsible for bringing these things in steps forward now, you will all lose privileges, including the buy-ups, for a week. Very well.
How'd you find it?
Partly intuition, Miss Bennett, and the right information, of course. For the last time, who is responsible? I see. Very well. The ruling on loss of privileges stands. I trust none of you will be foolish enough to try this sort of thing again. As of now, security will be increased and cell searches held on spec. Carry on.
It seems we've got a snitch amongst us.
Oh, come off it, McNally. You're not as smart as you think you are. Ava's a bit of a sharpie, you know. Like she said, she got into a fair dinkum search off her own bat after that idiot drug episode. You cooked your own goose, I reckon.
You're lucky I don't believe in hanging a person on circumstantial evidence, Ferguson.
You know what you are? A misfit. Nothing but a misfit. You know your problem? You got swallowed up. What happens then? It's all gone. Empty. Nothing left. Nothing. No one. Nothing left. I'm not here. Oh, shit, I'm not here.
Hello. Can I come in? You were right what you said this morning. I must have sounded, well, facile to say the least. Look, I've been a bit bogged down with work lately, and I need a secretary at the PRG. It doesn't pay well, but accommodation goes with it. I'm offering you a job, Karen.
I don't want your charity.
The job needs someone with a bit of guts. You'll be ideal. I've got a large house and I need a secretary. It's as simple as that. Take it or leave it.